Have you ever wondered how certain businesses launch and are able to make sales effortlessly, while other businesses have to scratch and claw just to make one sale? Well, most businesses struggle because they simply don't understand fundamental business principles. And in this video, I'm going to cover 4 absolutely critical business principles that helped me take my business from 0 to 200K in just 6 months. And I truly hope that these principles bless you, because I definitely wish I would have grasped these concepts a lot sooner. Principle number 1, birds of a feather flock together. Now, I bet you didn't know this was a business principle, but hear me out. Growing up, my parents used to always tell me to choose my friends wisely. They used to always say, birds of a feather flock together, Tonio, as a form of really negative reinforcement, reminding me that hanging out with the wrong crowd, I could put myself in some very bad situations. As I got older, I also realized in business, this same principle applies, but you can actually work it in your favor. You see, what your customers associate with your business can have a very powerful impact on your bottom line. Take, for example, Oprah's book club. In the 90s and early 2000s, every author wanted to be a part of it, and truthfully still to this day. Authors would do whatever it took to get their book on Oprah's list, but you have to ask yourself why. Oprah's approval has a massive stamp of credibility. She has so much influence that being associated with her can turn an unknown author into a best-selling sensation overnight. Now, realistically, you may not never get an Oprah-level endorsement, but you don't need something that big to succeed. What you do need is to think very carefully about what you want your brand to be associated with. So for example, Mercedes is associated with luxury, elegance, right? Apple, innovation, modern. Nike is victory, dominance, and athleticism. Once you establish your brand identity, everything you do from your website, your content, your messaging, should align with that vision. And what will happen is you will start to naturally attract your ideal customers, and potential influencers who align with your brand will start to promote your business for free. Absolutely a win-win situation. Principle number 2, don't become Waldo. Now, if you've ever played Where's Waldo, you know the game is all about finding a single character hidden among a sea of similar looking figures. Now, the challenge is that everything around Waldo is so similar, it's hard to pick him out. In business, if your customers can't tell you apart from your competitors, then you'll always struggle to make sales. So how do you solve this problem? You need to figure out your UVP, or your unique value proposition. In other words, what makes your product or service different from everyone else in your market? Now, a really great book that I recommend that you read is called Blue Ocean Strategy. It breaks down 2 major approaches that businesses can take. The first one is the red strategy. This is where you're competing in an existing market with established demand, while pretty much everyone is fighting for the same slice of the same customer pool. The second strategy is the blue ocean strategy. This is where you create an uncontested and new market space. Think about redefining an industry or coming up with something that completely stands out. And spoiler alert, if your business is stuck in a red ocean, it is much harder to differentiate yourself. But if you can create a blue ocean, you can stand out and highlight your unique value proposition with ease. Now take a look at Liquid Death. Water is a very, very competitive market, yet they managed to carve out a unique space marketing a product in a completely different way. They've created an identity around their brand that has people talking and truthfully buying, and all by standing out from the typical boring water brand. Principle number 3, many roads lead to Rome. When I first started my business, I heavily used social media to promote it, but sales were extremely inconsistent to say the least. Some days I would have sales if the algorithm was on my side, but that was about it. I knew I needed to make a change, and this is when I discovered the critical mistake I was making that I want to share with you today. Please do not put all your eggs in one basket. Relying on just one marketing channel, whether it's social media, paid ads, or organic SEO can be very risky. Instead, you want to think about your marketing strategy more like a relay race, where each team member, in this case marketing tactic, has a specific role in getting the baton, aka your customer, across the finish line. Each runner plays a crucial role. If one runner stumbles or is missing, the whole race is in jeopardy. Similarly, each marketing channel needs to work in sync, passing the baton smoothly to guide the customer through the journey. The key to running the race is not relying on just one runner, but ensuring all channels work together effectively, communicating and leading the customer to the finish line, aka a sale or conversion. You see, when you combine multiple channels working together, you can create a powerful synergy that drives more sales. Principle number 4, which is one of my favorites, data is more valuable than gold. One of the most valuable lessons I learned early on is that data is very, very precious when it comes to making marketing decisions. You really need to understand and leverage your data, whether it's customer behavior, purchasing trends, or how people are interacting with your ads and your content. Data gives you the insights you need to make informed decisions. The beauty of digital marketing today is that you have access to more data than ever before. Social media platforms, Google Analytics, email campaigns all provide actionable data that can help you, number 1, optimize your ads, fine-tune your messaging, and understand your customers better. Truthfully, data helps you eliminate guesswork, so you can make decisions based on what's actually working, leading you to more sales and better return on investment. If I had relied solely on just gut feeling and intuition alone, I'd still be struggling to hit my sales targets. But once I started to pay attention to the numbers and using data-driven decisions, everything truly changed. Now, at this point, you know the 4 business principles that can truly help you along your business journey. And if you have any questions at all, make sure that you comment them down below. I'll try to answer every single question that I get. And also definitely check out this video right here because it can definitely help you along your business journey as well.